dragging out. What is the latest with Bryan and Mbeumo? Where are these two clubs in terms of coming to a deal?
Still talking. I'm sorry, I can't give you more than that. But United haven't gone back in since they made that second bid worth £62.5 million, which was £55 million initial payment, £7.5 million in performance-related add-ons. So United have been talking internally. I think the lines of communication between the two clubs are still open because both clubs agree that there is a deal to be done here because they know the player desperately wants to go to United as well. However, Brentford are standing firm, as is their right, because they think that £65 million at least is a realistic price for Bryan and Mbeumo. But I think this deal, because if you look at the deal, the bid that United made, it's not too far away from £65 million in total. But this is going to come down to the structure of that deal and those add-ons. So I think Brentford, by the sounds of it, want the majority, if not all, of that £65 million to be guaranteed. So Manchester United are going to have to come up with a deal whereby Brentford are going to be happy that they're going to see the majority, if not all, of that £65 million in whatever shape or form. And this can come down to these add-ons. It's the little details that, when transfer fees are like discussed between clubs. So say, for example, Manchester United's last bid, say they improve their bid, for example, to 55 plus 10 to make it to 65 million. There is still a chance that Brentford may go for a potential deal like that, but provided that those £10 million add-ons, the majority of them are very easily achievable. So it could be based on appearances, goals. It's when you get into the add-ons maybe being linked to the success that Manchester United might have. So United, I'm just surmising here, I'm just speculating here on potential conditions that United might want to put in there. For example, getting a Champions League finish. Now, Brentford might look at that and say, well, is that realistic? United finished well in the bottom half of the Premier League last season. What chance is there realistically of them jumping into the top 4 or 5 next season? That's what Brentford's thinking might be if there was a potential condition like that. But it is going to come down to the structure. So the more that United can put up front, the more amenable I think Brentford are going to be. Because you're going to have a situation where they are going to want to see or have a guarantee that the majority of that money will go into their coffers at some stage during the contract that Mbeumo is at United if he is to join.